Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Zeppelin and welcome back to the channel, and today we are continuing on with our reaction to the Billie Eilish Happier Than Ever album, and we are going on to I Didn't Change My Number, the second song from the album. Now, I don't actually have much to say before going into this. If you haven't watched my previous video, I recommend you should watch that. I talk in depth a lot about how I know Billie Eilish, what I think of her music, and then certain things in there that I feel like are important to understand from my point of view, kind of going into the rest of the album. So I highly recommend you go watch that video first. It'll probably be called Reacting to Billie Eilish Getting Older. That sounds weird, that sentence. I think I might put Billie Eilish Getting Older Reaction. The other way just sounds creepy. I don't know why, but it just does. But yeah, not really much to say here. I want to get into it. This is probably be a short video. If the song's be 2.5 minutes, I'm going to maybe pause it a minute in to try and avoid copyright, and then just let the song play out. So yeah, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment down below of what you think of my reaction, of the video, of the song, anything. Make sure just to let me know. That's what the comments are there for. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I want to push for partner this year, and I could maybe reach it by November. I'd have to reach it by November if I am going to reach it this year. So every subscriber and every minute watched is so greatly appreciated, and thank you very much. Just thank you. That's all. I don't know how else to say it other than thank you. But anyway, let's get into it. I Didn't Change My Number.
Okay.
Is that a pig or a dog? Or mix? Interesting.
I didn't change my number.
The beat's the same as Drake called me on my cell phone.
Laura said I should be nicer,
Isn't it?
but not to you. I love how you
Call me on my cell phone. Call me on my cell phone. Alright, so I'll go back. But yes, it's the same basic beat. It's the same basic beat. I'm going back just because I know I was talking over that and people would get annoyed. Don't worry, I was listening to it, but just to appease people. It's the same basic beat as Call Me on My Cell Phone by Drake. Not really going to criticize for that. It's such a basic beat and so many other people can use it, so won't dock any points for it. Or maybe I will. We'll see how the song goes.
I didn't change my number. I only changed who I replied to. Laura said I should be nicer, but not to you. I love how you were mad at me text. Should've guessed that you would think I was upset. You're obsessed. Don't take it out on me. I'm out of sympathy.
Very deep bass in there. Even my headset's struggling with it. Alright, perfect place to throw a little pause to avoid copyright. So far, this is where I'm going to struggle the whole album. I dig the beats, but I expect more. I'm expecting more so far. It's very just, I don't know, man. Maybe this is what Billie Eilish is going into with her music, but I'm finding they're cool beats, albeit a little uninteresting, along with lyrics that, again, just aren't really fitting the beat. But it's interesting. It's interesting, but I don't think it's something that I'd listen to. So far, we're only a minute in, even though a minute is nearly halfway of the song. Alright, well, we'll keep going. We're going to play to the end, and then I will give you my final opinions.
I only changed who I believe in. You were easy on the eyes. But looks can be deceiving. I gotta work, I go to work. You don't deserve to feel so hurt. You got a lot of fucking nerve I don't deserve. So don't take it out on me. I'm out of sympathy for you. Maybe you should leave before I get too mean and take it out on you and your best friend too.
Ooh, savage.
When Drew said you were bad news.
I was hoping it would harmonize. That's a good sound. Okay, interesting. Right, I didn't change my number by Billie Eilish. I have something to say there and I want to get it out quick. I have always ranted about how good I think Billie Eilish's production is, but I think that little end part there, until it was harmonized, I think it should have been more prominent, obviously, for the harmonies, but I think it initially began too present in the mix, way too present. It should be more subdued, more back there, because there was this little something like that going on in the background that was very subdued because of that kind of more screeching sound up front. I think it was cool. I think it's actually, the sound has rescued the song a little bit, again, in my opinion, as I said that how I thought the last one was rescued, but it was a little bit too prominent in the mix. But again, it's opinions. It's all opinions, folks. Don't read into it too much. Yeah, it was decent. It was decent. Again, what I'm finding the problem is with these short songs is kind of exactly what I've expected, is that so far in the album there's been nothing to get me invested in the album or the song or her, what's being said. Like, even with the Greta Van Fleet album I'm just after reacting to on my channel, I have a lot of issues with Greta Van Fleet, but one thing I will praise that album for, hands down, is really taking you into the zone of that album, really drawing you in. So even for the songs that I'd argue are not even just not good songs, but maybe even boring bad songs, feel like they're all within this sort of thematic this theme that, you know, works, and it works in the album's favor ultimately. There's been nothing in this album yet. It's symptomatic of a pop album where it's little singles instead of an album, but that could very, very easily change. Yeah, it could very easily change. We're early days yet. I mean, 2 songs in, only 6.5 minutes in to the entire album as a whole. There's a lot more to discover in here. I think if I was to rate that song, I'd give it maybe between a 7 and a 7.5, and that's only because I like the beat, and it's similar to the last one, is that I'd have the beat on in the background. But so far, from what I was expecting, I'm not really impressed. But my expectations of this were really high, so that's why I'd say I'm not impressed. You know, I'm a big fan. And so that's why I'd say that. And again, if I never done a reaction to the Muse Simulation Theory album, but they're my favorite band, and I remember sitting listening to the songs and being disappointed with some of them, you know. So even for artists I really like, I get disappointed, I get annoyed at songs. I'm not, oh my god, my favorite artist ever, I love everything from them. I feel like I can be quite objective in that sense. So before anyone goes and calls me a hater, this is just my opinion so far. But let me know what you think down in the comments below, whether you liked or hated my reaction. I would want to know what you think. We'll debate it in the comments. It's always interesting to see what people think about these songs. I had a lot of people, when I was doing the Greta Van Fleet stuff, be very constructive in the comments. We had a lot of disagreements, but it was disagreements put forward very well by people who clearly understand that people can have different opinions and weren't sort of lambasting me for it, and I was very appreciative of it. And I know now with this type of music and with the wide popularity that Billie Eilish has, that when I criticize, if this video is getting quite watched, I'm really opening myself up to be criticized more ruthlessly, because a lot of people don't really have that same constructive touch to the way that they would criticize. So yeah, I hope that if you have any criticism, you're just nice about it. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I think I already said make sure to like, and I will maybe see you in the next one. To be honest, I'm recording these two, editing them, putting them out over 2 days, and I want to see how they do. If they're not getting any views, I'm gonna just react to the stuff on my own time. But yeah, so if you leave a like in these videos, and there'll be more. It's all down to you for this series, and I hope to see you again. Peace.